Hi, my name is Zak Ové. I'm an artist out of London, and I'm very proud to be here today at the invitation of Julie Crooks, who commissioned my Moko Jumbie here at the Art Gallery of Ontario. Some years ago, I was asked by the British Museum, after much debate and in celebration of 50 years of Notting Hill Carnival in London, to make two artworks for the Great Hall that spoke about the relationship between Africa and the Caribbean. I guess as a hero of resilience and resistance for the Caribbean, it felt appropriate that the Moko Jumbie in the Great Hall would be the right ancestral role model in which to encounter the relationship between the Caribbean and Africa. I tried to play with humor in this incarnation of my Moko Jumbie as well. As a child in Trinidad, before sneakers were commonplace, we had barter shoes. And for a lot of men and women during the carnival, they were too tight, so you'd cut the toe section of the shoe out, which is what I've done here with the Air Jordans, right? So you see the guy's toes sticking right through his sneakers. I've tried to use bells and glass beads, etc., that would be used in spiritual practices and African religions close to the traditions of Obia and local African practices in Trinidad. The inclusion of the large banana leaves that are here shaped and made from aluminium, I love. And what I tried to do with the patina on those is to try and make something that felt almost insect-like in its use of metallic paint or metallic color, something radiant that feels almost fluorescent when the sun hits it. The Mende mask, which is the helmet mask worn by this masquerader, comes from the Sande Mende tradition of Africa. And again, like the Moko Jumbie itself, has a duality between masculine and feminine. As I understand it, the masquerade really begins in West Africa, in Mali, in Senegal, in that whole region, and became a local cultural champion, used annually by Dogon culture, etc. What's interesting is how the remembrance of the Moko Jumbie and the continuation of that masquerade was kept alive through colonialism in the Caribbean as a symbol of African resistance. I think what's interesting about the use of that masquerade in Africa is obviously it's a lot more celebratory and intertwined with local religions and rituals. In the Caribbean, in particular, it became a model of resistance and resilience for an enslaved people that needed something uplifting to remind them of their roots back home in the African continent. The tradition has it that this hero, this African folkloric hero, waded across the Atlantic with slavery and the slaves as a protector, as a guardian. In the Caribbean, it's very important that we carry our ancestral heroes with us into the future. And the Moko Jumbie has symbolized the relationship between Africanist Caribbean people and the continent through the disparity of years of colonialism and being undermined and forced into an adopted European culture. Because of my own traditions with my father's generation, I wanted this particular Moko Jumbie to raise a black power fist in salutation to our struggles over the last 100 years and our journey towards equality. One of the things I would really like to make the point of is how thankful I am to the Art Gallery of Ontario, and in particular to Julie Crooks, in giving me this commission and giving me the opportunity to create this piece of work. Your Moko Jumbie here is one of my finest pieces of work to date, and I'm super proud to have had this opportunity to make it.